Hello everyone, and this is a video of me trying to install Drupal 9. It's not out yet, there is no stable version, but I thought I'll give it a try and let's see how it goes. So I just want to go through these steps, what we're gonna use on this video, and we'll be installing Drupal 9 beta, and official version should come out next month. And my browser will be Chrome Developer Edition, and it looks something like this. And next will be Windows Terminal, which looks something like this. And as you can see, I'm just going to resize it. I'm sorry for being slow. This is my first video, so you know. And this terminal is just, you can just Google it, Windows Terminal. It's a new terminal. It's on GitHub. So, you know, if you want, you can try that. And next, you know, Windows 10, of course. And I'm running my developmental environment on Subsystem for Linux called WSL. You can also, again, look it up. You can install it. It's like, if I understand it correctly, it's like a virtual machine, but you know, it's straightforward. You can edit files outside it on Explorer, and I think it's really fast and nice, and I really like it. And I have Ubuntu installed on it, this version, and I have installed Apache. You can follow this guide if you have nginx and PHP 7.4 and MySQL. And for editing files, we will be using Notepad++. So if I go on this, on terminal, and if I click this, I can see my Ubuntu installation on the virtual machine, on the WSL. And I can go and let's start the services, right? So service Apache 2 start our server. Now service PHP start and service MySQL start. So my environment is running, no errors, no nothing, and think we can test it. I don't have a localhost default page for it, but I have something like local. As you can see, it's working, and I have Drupal 8 installed, so D8. As you can see, it's running, and we will try to do same for D9. So where do I start? So let's go to the Drupal website for some documentation, and we will be using this command to install our Drupal. So let's go and do that. So cd var www, and let's copy this. I already have Composer installed, so I should have mentioned that we also use Composer, and we will probably use Drush, but I don't know if this video needs Drush. So let's paste it in, and as you can see, the current version is 9.0.0 beta. You can try it at project/Drupal. As you can see, Drupal 9 is coming soon, and I think it's next month, if I'm not wrong. It doesn't say here, but the version is correct, 9.00 beta 2, and this documentation says 9.00 beta 2. So now let's rename our directory to D9 local, and I guess this is it. So now the installation process will start. I don't know how long this will take. As you can see, it's installing with no problems, no errors, no nothing. This is not edited video. I guess you can just, you know, fast forward or something like that until this finishes. This is uncut video, and as you can see, it's installing Drupal core, the most important. Like, if you work with other PHP distros, like frameworks like Laravel, this is same concept of installation. And we get a message, congratulations, you've installed Drupal codebase. And then it gives you next steps. I don't think I need any of these. So let's check what we have. Let's check, yeah, looks good. Let's cd into our D9. And I think we need to give the server rights, server user to the web directory. So chown r www data group data and web, and should be correct. And now I think we need to configure our Apache. So this is where it gets good. So I can, for example, open next screen, right, of terminal and go to configuration, etc., Apache and all that, and I can, you know, like nano or WIM or whatever to edit the files we need. But with WSL, you can just type in explorer.x dot means to open this current directory, and we're gonna click enter. And as you can see, it opens the directory in our Ubuntu installation, and we can just do this. So I'm going to click sites available, and I'm going to copy this because, like I said, I already had Drupal 8 installed, and I think same config should do the trick. And our port is correct. We're just going to rename this to D9, and again D9, and I think this is all I need to change. Oh, maybe not. Actually, let's just do mass replace D9, D8 to D9, replace all, and save, and everything should be correct now. We have SSL commented out because we're on localhost. What else? And I think there's nothing else to do. I guess I will copy all of these into paste bin or something like that for you to follow if you have any questions. And now we need to enable it. So the command is something like hu and site d9 local, and now we need to reload Apache. Reload. And now if we go to our new website, it will probably not work, and it won't because we need to add this address to our local to our hosts file, and since we are on Windows, it's going to be the Windows path, and I can't remember now exactly, but it's something. I'm just looking up my notes, and I think we can just go from here. Yes, so it's local disk, Windows, System32, drivers, etc., and hosts. And we're going to edit that. And as you can see, I have some added, so just copy it and D9. Oh, we need to run this as an administrator, so let's reload it and save it, and let's try it now. It's loading, and we got installation screen. Nice. So we can continue with this. Choose language, English, save and continue. Standard. And now we need to enter database. Database stats, and we don't have the database itself yet, so we have to create it. So let's go to our terminal and let's enter the database. So MySQL user root, and I think I have a password if I remember it correctly. Yeah, I do. And actually I lied, I'm not running on MySQL, I'm running on MySQL fork called MariaDB. It's a fork of MySQL, supposedly to be faster, something like that, but I don't really know, and we're on localhost, so let's first create a database. So create a database, and let's call it D9. And now we need to give our database user privileges to this database. So it's called grant all privileges on database name, and our database is called D9, and our user is called MySQL user at localhost, and the password is MySQL password. I mean, it's just localhost, so it doesn't matter. And now let's flush privileges, and this should be set. So now database name D9, database username is MySQL user, and database password is MySQL password. And let's see if it works. And it doesn't. So resolve issues. The database server version is less than the minimum required. I have to update my database from 10.1 to 10.3, and I have no idea how at this point, so I will stop the video and continue after I figure it out. Okay, so I am back, and I think I finished upgrading, and yes, I did. Latest version is 10.4, so it should work now. D9, MySQL user, and MySQL password. And I think I forgot to start Apache and start PHP before we continue. Okay, let's do it now. And it's working. It's installing Drupal. So that was easy. And it's not finished yet. We will have to do some configuration. So let's give it a site name. My Drupal 9 beta test website, my email, my account, my Drupal user, my Drupal password, email, my country, my time zone. We don't need emails, and save and continue. And we are live. We are running successfully a Drupal 9 beta website. As you can see, it's running fast. We have logged in as a super user. Let's go to reports and let's check the status report. And we have one error, and it says to enable trusted host. Well, we're on localhost, we don't really need it, but I guess, you know, we can get rid of this red error, and to do that we can just go cd or to our Drupal installation, and like I showed before, explorer.x, and just go sites default settings. Let's see if it's not read only. It's not read only. Settings, and now let's search for this, and I think we need to copy this, put it here, and I'm so bad with regex. Think it should be like this. If we refresh, yes, it is. And this is it. We also need to set permissions to our configuration file. So cd sites default, and let's make sure that this file is not writable. So let's give it permission 444. Let's refresh, and it's working. And this is it, I think. We are running on 10.4 MariaDB, Apache, PHP 7.4. We can click this to get more information. Let's see if OP cache is enabled. It is enabled, up and running for performance. We can run cron, we can go run clear cache, and as you can see, for localhost on Windows, it's so fast. It's just so fast. Like there's like split-second time. Let's go check the log for errors, and there is no errors or anything. So it's running perfectly. There's no problem with it. And like I said, I recommend getting into this. You can just YouTube it. It's so much faster. It's so much faster than XAMPP or WAMP on Windows. It's probably not faster than what you have on Mac or on Linux, but it's faster than these two, and I really recommend that. So I guess this is it. We successfully installed Drupal 9 website, and thanks for watching.